Entourage, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erin, famous Erin. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we have my lovely model, Kiana. Y'all know she's always been on my channel a couple of times, so yeah. So this is the first thing that I do for my signature bead. For any beads of mine, I do that cleansing water to wipe off any of excess oil, dirtiness that the client may have on their skin. Regardless if they have any dirtiness or not, I'm going to do that regardless. Next, I'll be taking that e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and putting that on her T-zone. Make sure that I get that product into the skin to, grip that makeup. And here, I'm brushing out her eyebrows to my liking, making sure that they're in place, really. And also in the next clip, I did do one of her eyebrows off camera, but don't worry, y'all. I'm going to do the other brow in the next clip on camera. So all I do is just outline the bottom brow, and I put the line right where her eye stops, and then on top I just connect it to the bottom. And next, I will be using the NYX eyebrow glue and putting that on top of that. And I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. Something 1 to 2 shades lighter than her actual skin complexion. I always do that on any client at the bottom of the brow. And for the top brow, I'm going in with that Too Faced Concealer in the shade Cocoa. And I'm putting that on the top. For the top brow, you have to be very cautious of what you're doing because you're really creating that brow with that top concealer. So make sure that you're doing it to your liking and to perfection. Like, I really take my time with doing brows. And I'm just blending that out with a beauty blender. And next is this this brush that I'm going to blend the bottom of the eyebrow. And next, I will be using the Morphe eyeshadow palette, the 350 one. And I'm going to be using this one specific eyeshadow that I will be showing y'all right here. That's the eyeshadow that I will be using. And I'm putting that right on her lid to do a neutral look with that. And next, I'll be going in with that Morphe contour palette in the shade, well, not a shade, it's called AR That's Rich, and I'll be showing y'all that right here. And I'm going to be using that contour palette, that color, I'm not sure of the specific name, but I'm using it as a brown eyeshadow. And I'm using it on the outside of her eyelid, really going into the eyebrow. And I'm just blending that in with the first eyeshadow that I use. And I'm making sure that I put that right at the beginning of her nose for that contour and into the brow. Next, I'll be going in with this AOA from Shopmissa foundation. I forgot the specific name for that foundation, but I did use another lighter foundation just to give it a good mix for her right color. And I'm patting that into the skin, like really pressing it into the skin. Notice I'm not swiping because I don't want to have any swipe marks on her face, so I'm really just pushing it into her skin. Next, I'll be showing you guys the NARS concealer that I'm using under her eye and on her T-zone, and it's in the shade Truffle. And I'm putting that right up under her eye, and I'm stopping that concealer right where her eye ends. Yeah, y'all, so like I said, I'm putting it everywhere on her T-zone. And when I do the nose, I like to do it with a small brush so that the nose can be snatched to perfection. And with this part, I have to really get it right. So, and I'm just all in the way. I really didn't even show y'all really. Y'all only got the top part. But when I do this, I like to make a V. So I'll be showing y'all that as well. When I blend out the concealer that's under her eye, I like to start from the outer concealer to blend that out, and then I work my way in going into the eye. And when I blend at the top, I like to do the same as well. Blend out the outside, then work my way in. To blend, you can use whatever that you prefer to blend with. I just like using either actually all three, just depends on my mood, but I do like to go back in with that foundation brush to blend it all together. And next I'll be using this LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Toffee to give it a bright under eye, and I'm just putting it in the corner of her eye at the bottom and on her T-zone again. And when I do this on her chin and her eyebrow, I like to make a triangle, but I really thought that I did do a triangle on her chin, but obviously not. Notice that I'm putting that brighter concealer on top of that first concealer that I put on already, and I'm doing the exact same thing, dragging it out on the top of the brow. With the brighter concealer, I like to put it on top of the lip. Notice that I didn't do that at first with the one closer to her skin tone. I like to do that with the brighter concealer to, give it that pop of look. And I'm doing the same blending method, tapping out blending in the edges first and then working my way in. And y'all don't mind us, like we are literally hilarious when we get together. We were just laughing at some Disney show, y'all. If you know us and been around us, y'all know that we are some true Disney fans. But yeah, I went back in with that sponge and blended out the inner corner of her eye. Make sure that I blend out the under eye very neat and how I want it to get. I like to use either a smaller sponge, brush, or a powder puff to make sure that I get it. I should have used that powder puff to blend it out. But next I'm going with the shade Ebony AOA foundation to contour her nose. And I like to start at the beginning of the brow and working that all the way down to her nose to give it snatched, okay? You contour with liquid. In this case, I'm using foundation. I like to use a flat brush. I forgot the specific number that it is, but it is from Shopmissa. So I like to use this flat brush, and then I blend it out with either another brush, smaller brush, or I like to use a sponge. And I did blend it out off camera with this sponge. When blending this on this part, you want to make sure that you go up towards the brow. I did do up and down, but for the most part, I like to go up when blending the nose. And here on this part, I'm using the same This Rich Contour palette, and I'm, bronzing up her face just to bring back some color to it. And I did use that shade right here, and also a few shades in the 350 palette. Started realizing a couple places I could take it. I want to get back to when I was that kid in the basement. I want to take it deeper than money, pussy, vacation, and influence a generation that's lacking the patience. And next I'll be going in with the AOA Studio setting powder in the shade Warm, and I'll be baking the areas that are being shown. When you're doing this step, you want to make sure that you're putting that setting powder right below where you put that contour, and also in the concealer areas. Basically, you know, everywhere you put the concealer, which is the T-zone area. So in this next step, I like to bake the eyebrows as well. I really don't know the science behind it, but I just like to do it. And next I'll be going in with the black market shade with Urban Decay eyeliner to just give it a pop. Next, after I do the eyeliner, I'm going in with some black eyeshadow to give it a smoky look. And then I'm dusting that setting powder with this pressed powder from AOA Studio in the shade Calf. And I actually learned this step from, what's her name? MUA Nessa off Instagram. And ever since then, love it. Here's the setting spray that I use. And of course, I'm going to be spraying it in all over her face. Next, I'll be adding these lashes from my brand, Flashed by Erin, 22mm Conceited lashes. These are very natural for my natural gloss, and that's how they look. These are the lip liners that I didn't use. I actually used something a bit more pigmented, and I'll be showing y'all that later on in the video and the finished product as well. Really love how this look came together. This is my signature beat.
Texting, I feel the distance. I look around and peers that's around me, these niggas tripping. I like when money makes a difference, but don't make you different. Started realizing a couple places I could take it. I want to get back to when I was that kid in the basement. I want to take it deeper than money, pussy, vacation, and influence a generation that's lacking the patience. I've been dealing with my dad, speaking of lack of patience. Just me and my old man.
And next, I like to overline my client's lips simply because that's what I do, and I just like the look. It just makes it look like you have lip fillers when all you're doing is just overlining your lips. So yeah, same old lip combo that I always do. Any brown lip liner and the NYX lip matte cream in the shade CARIO. I will always stand by this lip combo. Like, it never fails me, like literally never. And don't talk about my hair because like, don't. Oh, also I did add highlight and of course most, and this is the finished look. Love it, love it, love it. Nothing too crazy, and it's just enough. Like, I just love the look, period, all over, overall. Yeah, up close and personal, period. Sound like, okay. And make sure that y'all follow me on all my socials, my brand, Flashed by Erin, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Keep up with us. I am taking bookings, and yeah, make sure that you book with me, period, because I'm gonna get you right, okay? And again, everything that I used in this video will be linked in my description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl channel. And make sure that y'all comment more videos and looks that y'all want me to do. And thank y'all for watching. Bye.